What's up YouTube, you're watching Easy PC Tech, I'm Codezilla, and in this video I'd like to introduce you my new tool called Easy Optimizer for Cyberpunk 2077. Unlike all other tweaks, this one is not just extremely easy to use, you can basically optimize the entire game in one single click, but it also uses completely different approach because it tweaks hidden developer settings that are not available to the regular users in the gaming menu and allows you to achieve results which are much better than just lowering the graphics. By the way guys, I'm going to update this app on a regular basis, and this channel is one and only place to download the app, at least for now, so don't forget to subscribe and click on that little bell button so you'll be notified as soon as new versions will come out. Alright, so after you downloaded the tool, just unzip it and copy it to the folder with the Cyberpunk. That folder, call it Cyberpunk 2077. And in the same folder you'll find the R6, engine, bin, and so on. In other words, a root folder of the game. If you want to have this tool on your desktop for quick access, just right click on the exe file and create desktop shortcut. So after you copy the tool to the folder with the game, simply double click on the tool and it will show up. As I said, it's extremely simplistic. I tried to make it as simple as possible so even kids can figure how to use it. Well, yeah, kids shouldn't play this game, right? Okay, never mind. Well, it's extremely simple and easy to use. There are basically only 4 buttons that you will need to interact with to tweak the performance, and let's quickly go through them. So the first one is max boost option. I highly recommend you to use it on older systems, let's say on GTX 1060 and below. It will give you the best possible graphics quality, which you are not gonna see with the low settings in the game. Meanwhile, you will have a really significant boost in FPS. So this is your way to go with the older system, when right now, let's say with the default settings, you are running at around 30 FPS, 30-40 let's say. This is what you have to choose. For more powerful systems with more modern CPUs and GPUs starting from, let's say, GTX 1070 Ti and up to RTX 2000 series, I would recommend you to go with a balanced mode first and see how it works for you. If you're not going to be satisfied, you always can go to the max boost setting. The next one is default, and it's self-explanatory. You basically revert everything as it was, so just in case you want to benchmark it yourself or you want to compare the performance switching back and forth, just simply click on it and it will revert everything as it was. So next one is disable async compute. This option helps GPUs from GTX series and below, not up. It's not recommended for RTX GPUs for 2000 or 3000 series. So just in case you are completely satisfied with your performance with the GTX GPU, but you just want to get a couple of more FPS, you can try this option. Alright, let's try to set everything by default and see how game will perform. On this system I have 1070 Ti, which is pretty mediocre GPU in 2020 to say the least, and we'll see how it performs at stock. Alright, so this is the game in its virgin condition. As you can see, the FPS isn't great at all. It dips to 46, and I don't know if it will be noticeable on the video, but I see even 45. But game is not running smoothly. It's not smooth at all. I mean, it looks different on the video, I'm sure you know that, but it's really unpleasant to play at this FPS. Maybe I'm spoiled, I know it's a controversial topic and many people are fine with 30 FPS, but I call it playable anything around 60 at least. So let's try to switch to the balanced mode and see what it's gonna give us. Alright, the balanced profile applied, and let's start the game and see what performance improvement it will give us. Alright, we have 65, 67 FPS with the dips to 59. But that's completely different story. I mean, the game runs really smooth, and it no longer mid 40 FPS as it was. And this improvement can be comparable with the upgrade of your GPU, but for free. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see, even when I'm moving pretty fast, the FPS still remains pretty good and playable. Even fog and lights can't really damage the performance as much as before. I only now noticed that bike it actually hovers in the air. Well, I'm still enjoying the game nevertheless. Alright, it's time for the max boost mode. Let's see how it performs. So here we go. We got 75, 76 FPS. Let's give it a little bit more. Let's make it a little bit more complicated for the GPU and see how it works in movement. So we have low 70 with a spike to 80 FPS on average when moving in the middle of the city with the lights, smoke and stuff. So that's pretty huge performance difference. That's around 20 FPS boost, and it could be more. Depends on the system that you have and what resolution you play. And I also tested it during the day when we have a heavy traffic and lots of people around, and performance is still extremely good. It's actually even better in some instances. So we still can drop to 59 FPS or 60, but this is still a huge boost. We actually started with a 45 FPS if you remember, so performance ramped up significantly. Alright guys, I hope you will enjoy my tool. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. The link for the download in the description. I'm CodeZilla, it was Easy PC Tech, and I'll see you soon.